Hey guys, I'm Stephen from One Hope Community Church. I'm here to talk to you today about the resurrection. Before we get into that, I would like to invite you to join us for our Easter service. It'd be a great time to learn about the resurrection and about the Christian faith. But as we get into it, let me explain three things. First, the death of Jesus was a verifiable historical event. Roman historians like Josephus, Tacitus, as well as a number of other people in the first century reference the death of Jesus. He was a real man. Historians, Christians and non-Christians today, virtually accept that as a fact. The second thing, though, is the resurrection of Jesus. Was it true? You can go to our website, onehopefortmill.com. You can find an article where we've written more extensively on this, but here's a few things just to know. First, women are the first people to be recorded in the Gospels as discovering the body of Jesus. In first century, women's testimony couldn't hold up in court. And so if you're going to make up a story, you don't use women as the first witnesses to the account of the resurrection. So it's completely reverse of what you would expect out of that. The second thing to know is that the tomb was empty. And if there's a problem with this myth about Jesus rising from the dead, all you have to do is provide the body, and yet no one did. Third, the tomb is guarded. It could have been guarded by Roman soldiers. Whatever the case may be, it was under guard, and somehow we would have to say that people slipped by, and no one has ever said how or why the body of Jesus all of a sudden wasn't in the tomb in a way that is a verifiable fact. The third or fourth thing, whichever number I'm on at this point in time, is that the guys who were Jesus's closest followers, known as the disciples, most of them died brutal deaths for the Christian faith. If you're going to make up a story about a guy and say, oh, he rose from the dead, and people start dying, and your friends and maybe you are under penalty of death, someone comes clean whenever there's a conspiracy going on and something like that. And yet all of those guys were willing to go to their death because they believed it as a conviction and as a fact. Anyway, those are a few things to consider. Come learn more about the resurrection as we celebrate Easter at One Hope this Sunday. But in the meantime, go to our website, check us out, onehopefortmill.com. You can also find an article in greater detail about this on there.